Pumpkin King art, fan art, and prop replicas. Spampur Power Tool Organizer Cabinet Unboxing, Assembly, and Review. Alright, so we've got a tool review on the bench today. This, I believe it's called the Spampur Power Tool Organizer. Alright, so let's get the box open. Alright, so I want to say something about razor knives. Razor knives have an amazing deal that you can adjust the height of them. Don't be like the idiots at Kroger and cut so deep into the box that you actually cut the cheese packages. Alright, so it seems we got some metal here. More metal panels. Where's the directions? Alright, so this is clearly what's going to hold the power tools in place. This looks like a one-sided cabinet. Side of the cabinet. This seems to be the door. There's the instructions and the hardware. This is probably the top or bottom, and then another part's probably the top or bottom. Alright, looks like step one, it appears to be go ahead and lay everything out and then get ready for the assembly. Alright, so I think I'm going to go ahead and start assembling the bottom. I tried to do just stand all of it up like it shows here in step one, but the panels kept falling down on me. Alright. Going to do this hand tight to begin with, and then I'll tighten down the rest of it later. Alright, so as you can see here, you got the your hardware here. I really like these magnetic dishes, that way you don't lose what you're working with. Does seem simple enough. another reason why you want to do this hand tight is until you get to the very end, in case you do something wrong, you can loosen something back up, or if something doesn't fit just perfect, you can loosen it up and readjust. Alright. Looks here that all of the lips need to go up. These holes here is where I guess where you put the hooks on the sides. Before I tighten this guy down, I'll leave the door. Alright, so the door does not go on yet. The top goes on first. Alright, now time to put the door on, the door hardware. So these little magnetic things go here. And here. Alright. And then where did the piece go? Oh, that's it. You'd be better off with your own screwdriver. That's not very good. Alright, so now I'm going to tighten things down. Now you'll notice I'm using a Skill electric screwdriver. This will not over tighten things. You do not want to over tighten things. That's the reason why I'm not using a drill. Well, I'm not sure I can get that in there. I might have to hand tighten it anyway. Just have to get my other screwdriver. There we go, now it's nice and tight. Yeah, these screwdriver handle things that can take your drivers and out of your drill uses, these are amazing. Keep several of these on hand, they come in handy. As you can see here in my workbench, a lot of people complain about these coming apart. I've never had no trouble out of my workbench, but I did not over tighten it. I ended up using just hand tightening things or just using my little electric screwdriver, which doesn't over tighten. What they done is they took and stripped the stuff out, and then they may also be putting stuff that weighs beyond the capacity of what these workbenches are designed to handle. You can't complain about if you were going beyond the factory's limitations that are in the instructions. hardware out of here. Get the screwdriver bit and tighten that up. There we go. Good and tight. It's looking pretty good so far. Fairly easy to assemble. Alright, so as you can see on the cabinet in this card here, this is the brand of this. I got it off of Amazon on sale for about $20. What we got left here, we got some hooks you can put on the sides to hang stuff with. I'm probably not going to use those. I might. And then here is some pretty decent drywall hanging stuff, so I might just use this instead of my stuff. Alright, so other things, you can take either, I guess, this wrench here or a screwdriver or something, and you can pry these out and down so you can put drill bits in here, which is pretty nice. Let's see here, lift this up so you can see it better. So you can like pry these open here, and then you can hang drill bits on the side, which is nice. You got a shelf on top, and then you got the cabinet part on the inside. Alright, so you got the underneath part here. I think something I'm going to modify on this is I've got some self-adhesive felt. I think I'm going to put it along the sides of these since this is metal. I just want to be extra cautious with my power tools. I don't want it accidentally cutting them for some reason. Although it doesn't seem like it has any sharp edges for as cheap as this was. This seems to be made fairly well. And another thing that I might eventually do, or you could do, if you wanted to, you could easily take and cut you a piece of pegboard and put it in the back of this. If you wanted some pegboard in the back of this to hang up part of your stuff. It's got some nice little mounts here to hang it up with, and that's what I'm going to be doing next. Alright, so I finally got it up. I end up using different hardware, but I finally did get it up. So I've got a couple of drills down here, and as you can see, you can put some different bits and batteries and all kinds of stuff. You got this inner shelf and this top shelf in case you wanted to I guess lay your chargers and stuff up here for your batteries. That would work out pretty well. For mine, you could probably leave the batteries on it. I know some drills have and other power tools have bigger batteries. And then on the sides, I'm not going to pull them out, but if you want to, you can take a screwdriver and bend those out, which there's a place to put like pliers or screwdrivers on this side. And then on the other side, there are places for drill bits. Now, overall, it seems to be pretty decent. Like I said, modifications I would make to it. I'd put maybe a piece of pegboard in the back of it in case you wanted to hang things inside the cabinet part. And then, like I said, this seems to be pretty good, but I think just to be safe, I'm going to put some self-adhesive felt on the edges of these to make sure they don't tear my drill grips up. But it seems to be, they're not very sharp. They actually are quite rounded. So for as cheap as this was, it seems to be really good. And something that I think the company could have done was made the door reversible, go either way. See, the magnets can only be attached to one side. It does have holes to put the door on either side, but the magnets that keep the door closed are only can be put on one side. And I think it needs to be able to be flipped. Would be nice. All right, so the reason why I got this is to have a place for my battery operated power washer. So I'm going to get it ready to fit that. All right, does it work? Kind of. I mean, it fit everything I needed to fit, but the tool itself, I was wanting really to, you know, hang upside down in here, but what's that? Nope, that's not going to go in there. So I can kind of put him in here backwards, and it sort of works, but as far as it'll go back in there and everything, so it kind of works. And then as you can see, I've got my accessories that go with it, the foaming cannon, the sprayer, the different nozzles, the hoses, and my battery and charger. This will also probably be good for air tools as well. A wide variety of power tools, just not this one specifically. Like I said, I can kind of make it work, and I guess I'm going to end up keeping the cabinet. It's really good to use in small spaces. That's what I really need. Thought about getting, another full-size cabinet for my workshop, but it's like, I didn't displace a lot of stuff. It'd be nice to have something I could lock all my tools up in, but I just really don't have the space for it. So I found this little guy on Amazon. Yeah, it works pretty good. Alright, so my final thoughts on this. Yes, it is worth definitely the $20 I paid for it. It is a good little tool cabinet for, like I said, power tools. Like I said, even air tools would be good for. Just you want to make sure that you have short batteries, or able to take the batteries off the bottoms of them. Let's see here, give you a good idea. Want to make sure that you could definitely bring it down a little bit. 3.5 inches. If your tool would fit in here upside down more than 3.5 inches, you don't want this cabinet. If all your tools would fit underneath there upside down easily with 3.5 inches, you're good. You're solid to go. Like I said, this cabinet works out really well in small spaces because, like, see, it's about 16 5/8 wide, so that's not bad. And then I'd say about 15 quarter tall, and you got room for 1, 2, 3, yeah, got four spaces for tools. So I'd say it is a good buy. Just make sure that your tools fit it before you order it. Alright, so we'll see you for the next tool review. Please like, subscribe, comment, and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and DeviantArt. Have a blessed day.